What's up, everyone? Welcome to another cracka crumbs update. This is actually a pretty, I'm going to say, well, it is a pretty important update. I'm not going to say it's the greatest update in the world. A couple things I just wanted to talk about and kind of get off my chest and stuff like that. Um, and I want to actually show you a comic book view, which I haven't done in a long, long time. So, if you saw previous update, I was pretty pissed off about how comic book stores. I went to a couple of them yesterday. I went to three of them, and they were. I mean, these are comic book stores I go to all the time, and this is what really kind of got to me. They were ripping people off with a Spider-Man variant, which they made a couple of them. They made a yellow, a blue, a white, purple, and a red, and then they had the regular. I went into the store yesterday and I picked this up. As like I said, if you watch the update, I'm not going to get entirely into it, but I wanted to get the variants because I'm a Spider-Man fan. You know, that's the real reason why I wanted the variants. Other than that they looked awesome, wasn't trying to get them to make money off of it. I just want to have it in my collection. And when I got there, they didn't have any, and then the ones they did have, they had a couple across that were going 50 or 60 bucks, which is just ridiculous. And I was hanging out with my friends today, and my fiance, we were talking about it because I've actually mellowed a little bit. I'm not as pissed off, but everybody was kind of wondering why I was so pissed off. I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, you know, you're passionate about comics, stuff like that, but why are you so pissed? You know, just don't buy them. That's as simple as that." Even my friends that are comic book fans, they're just like, "Dude, what's the problem?" I'm not pissed. The fact because I mean, obviously you don't have to buy them, but the reason I'm pissed is not only were they overcharging, for them, which was just ridiculous, but I'm pissed because some kid goes into the comic book store and he's just starting out and doesn't know that much about stuff, what to look for and things like that, and he sees like the comic and says, "Oh my, that's an awesome Spider-Man. That's what I want to start with." Begs his parents, "Can you pay the $60 for it? I'll take care of it. It's like a pet. I'll take care of it. I'll pet it." But that'll start my question. It's got to be worth money because it's $50 to $60. I'm already starting great. That's why I was pissed, because they're not ripping me off, they're ripping everybody else off, and it just aggravates me that it's just like that the comic book stores have gotten so greedy, and again they always be, "Oh, the economy sucks, so we got to make our money any way we can." It's ridiculous. Actually, one of my subscribers, who I also subscribe to, King Joe, was saying that it's just ridiculous. He's like, wait a couple of years, and you'll get them for nothing anyway. And he's right. He's got a point. But me, I gotta have my collection. But anyway, and another thing, if you want to see one of them, obviously I don't have them yet, but when I do, I'll show you. Go to Cursive Man. He actually had the red one, the red variant, which is pretty cool. I like that one a lot. So check out his section. I would put links on the bottom of this thing, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So if anyone wants to send me a message on how the hell to do that, it's like you gotta get like a little kid to show you how to do these things, and I'm just still learning how to do this stuff. But moving on to some other stuff that's kind of important. Wanted to discuss, actually do a little bit of review on this. If you don't want to know what this thing is about, I've had this card before and I had to remake it, but I'm going to put it back in there. It's back, the spoiler alert card. So you might want to fast forward whenever you see this, and I usually bring it back up when things are ended, but a little bit about this issue. It's actually pretty cool. I liked it a lot. It's funny because Spider-Man actually gets a sidekick called Alpha. I know everyone's like, "Oh my god, how do you give Spider-Man a sidekick?" But if you're a fan and you've read Spider-Man, you've known that he's had sidekicks before. They don't last, but he's had them. He had the Black Cat when he had his black costume. She was a sidekick for a little while. Arachne, the new Spider-Woman, whatever she was called, for a little while. He had the Fabulous Frogmen for a little bit, a couple issues. Spider Kid, which is Spider-Man kid in the Spider-Man costume with Doc Ock. Tentacles, weird, but that didn't last. Will this Alpha Kid last? I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. The fact that, it's one hell of a way to start for 50th anniversary. But the kid in this thing, he basically becomes a superhero the same way Spider-Man did in a way. He's a nobody. Nobody knows him. He gets beat up at school. No one cares. And the funny thing is, I don't know if this is coincidence or not, but he's called Andy McGuire. And I was putting it together that maybe they're calling him that from the two people who played Spider-Man in the movie, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, Andy Maguire. I don't know. That'd be cool if that's why they did that, but who knows? But basically, he goes to an exhibit kind of thing, the way Spider-Man did, and Peter Parker is actually hosting the exhibit, like talking about how he discovered these particles, and he calls them Parker particles. And this guy's kind of looking for a promotion, so he kind of messes with Spider-Man's machine and turns off the safety protocols. And this kid Alpha, I'm just gonna call him by his superhero name, pushes a girl out of the way that he likes and gets nailed with these things when they go nuts, and he gets full blasted, right through the chest. And he stands up, he says he feels weird, and he starts shooting out like laser beams everywhere. Um, so everyone there knew he obviously now has superpowers. And actually, after I get done with this little review, I got a couple questions that hopefully people can answer for me. But anyway, he gets up. Everyone knows he's a superhero now, or whatever. He's superhuman. And Spider-Man, the place he works for, doesn't want to get sued, so they call in all these other superheroes: Reed Richards, uh, Hank Pym, Beast, Iron Man, to look this kid over and see what he does. Basically, his powers is he can fly. He's got super speed. He's in super strength. He can shoot out these little photon things, but he's an alpha level like superhuman. So apparently, he's kind of like Phoenix and stuff like that. That his power grows and grows and grows. But the funny thing is, he can't use all his powers at once. He can only use one at a time. So if he's flying, he doesn't have super speed. If he's using his speed, he doesn't have super strength. It's kind of like that. Um, but it is an interesting book. It was pretty cool. But the one thing, this are the questions I want to know. So spoiler, I'm going to put that up and end it or whatever you want to go with that one. But the questions I want to know is, I remember reading a little bit, I don't have all of them, but of the Brand New Day with Spider-Man, where he makes a deal with the devil, and the devil kind of sends him back in time or erases memories of everybody because he reveals that he was Peter Parker. The one thing I want to know is, like I said, I haven't bought a lot of new issues like lately. I'm buying a lot of back issues, which is good and bad because it's good because I'm filling in my gaps, but it's bad because I'm missing the new stuff. But anyway, the questions. If they rolled it back in time so nobody knows who he is, why is it? Because in this, all the superheroes still know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Did that not fix that or whatever? And Mary Jane is kind of with them, kind of isn't, and she still knows he's Spider-Man, which I thought she wasn't supposed to know he's Spider-Man. So when the hell did that happen, or did it ever happen? And also, the Human Torch is alive. When did that happen? Because I had the last Fantastic Four I read was when he died. And of course, nobody ever stays dead in comics, but I just want to know when the hell he came back. So if anyone has any answers to the questions, you can message me or make a video, whatever you want to do, and that would help a lot because I'd like to find the issues. But moving on to other things. This is going to be a long episode, even though it's not an unboxing. It's going to be long because I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Anyway, I'm supposed to get a shipment today later, so I'm hoping if it comes, I will do an unboxing video and show you. But then move on. Something that I had gotten in the mail that was broken, and I actually contacted the guy and told him I wanted to return it because it didn't have a head. I showed you Spidey. He was destroyed, and contacted the guy, and he said, "Oh, I just sent you the head. I found it." And I told him, I was like, "Well, dude, it's broken. It's in pieces. I want to return it." And then of course he puts up the no refund kind of bull crap. So I got the head in the mail, and I actually put him back together. So this is what Spidey's supposed to look like. Long live Crazy Glue with a brush, and the pen Crazy Glue. So that's a plus. So Spidey is now solid. I'm going to be able to display him. It's pretty cool. I'm actually losing my voice because it's just still pissed from yesterday, so I was just talking a lot, and I'm going to be talking a lot now, so don't mind me. Another thing, my friends and family, for whatever reason, they want me to promote my cracka channel that I have on Facebook. I've actually had it on Facebook longer than I had it on YouTube, and if you want, you don't have to. I actually prefer people going to the YouTube one because I made the YouTube one better than the Facebook one. But if you want, you can look it up on Facebook. It's called cracka, obviously, with a capital C, period, and then lowercase letters with the period and stuff like that. So if you want to look it up on Facebook, there it is. If you want to subscribe to it, go nuts. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the stuff on there. comments and everything, especially on YouTube. Everybody's really cool on YouTube. And one thing I would like to discuss that is was kind of a secret. Well, not really too much of a secret, but recent events have made it to the point where I actually feel that I have to do this more and more every day. Um, like I said, I kind of kept it a secret, but some people know, and everyone's like my family, and my family knew, a lot of them actually, but my friends, it's kind of like rumors, like, oh, is it going to happen? Anyway, the rumor is, I kind of told a couple people here on YouTube, is that I'm actually trying to get my own comic book store together. Um, so, yeah, the secret's out. I didn't want to really say anything because I don't want to jinx myself, but I figured what the hell, because everyone's asked me questions about it, and I figured, I'll kind of throw this stuff out there. Um, it's just a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Like, it's not a simple, go down there, here's my money, and give me my building, and, start building a comic book store. It doesn't work like that. There's a lot of red tape, there's a lot of permits you have to get, a lot of licenses you have to have. It's insane. So I'm actually learning as I go, which sounds horrible, but every day I'm up early in the morning going over stuff and going over and going over and trying to figure it out, and it's just a pain in the ass. Might actually have to take some business courses because stuff I learned in high school is just, I don't think it's going to cut it. But a couple of my friends and family would tell me to go on Kickstarter and Indiegogo to try to raise money for it, which I haven't done. I think I might just try to do it the old-fashioned way, get a loan and stuff like that. Will it happen? I'm working very hard to get it done, to actually have my own store so that people don't get ripped off. I want them to come to my store and leave happy. I mean, that sounds probably stupid to some people, but comic book people, you know what I'm talking about. You want to go into a store, you want to be at home, you want to be able to talk to other people, you want to discuss things, you want to be able to go in there with a certain amount of money and leave with a nice amount of stuff. And that's pretty much one of the main goals. Like, I'm not going to get into what I'm doing with the store because I want to keep it a secret because I don't want anyone using my ideas. But let's just say that my store is going to actually be like no other store around. It's going to be one of those stores where you're just going to go, wow, this is awesome. I want to have it where you can come in, with like $10 and actually leave happy, not get ripped off by, $50 figures or, $60 variant books. I want to make it where it's reasonable, where I'm not only I'm making my money, but I'm not destroying people with it. I'm not making, triple what I would have gotten. Like, if say for instance, if this was going for $10 in Target, I'd probably sell it for 11 or 12. So I make my money back, but I'm making $2. I'm not going to sell this for $40, $50. That's just insane. But I kind of know what I'm doing with that. I've been around comic book stores forever, since I was a kid. I've worked in them, so I know all about the stuff. I actually know a couple contacts. I interned at Marvel when I was a kid. Well, not a kid, but when I was a teenager. So I know a lot about how that works. I know people that still work in DC, so that's pretty cool. And it's kind of funny because they're actually across the street from each other. If you go to New York, it's insane. They're literally right across the street. I know how to do orders and stuff like that, so it's not that I don't know how to do the business. It's just getting the money and getting everything together to make the business. So the rumor's out. Everyone knows now. I actually am trying to do my own store because I'd like to be my own boss, and it'd be nice to actually have my own store because it's like every comic book fan's dream is to own their own store. But it's pretty much it. It's pretty much what I want to talk about. Get off my chest. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Another thing I actually want to say real quick before I leave this thing, there is a band that I actually really like, and I hope they make it, and I kind of want to help them out a little bit. I did meet them in the Philadelphia Comic-Con this year, and the guy was really, really nice. Kyle Stevens, I believe his name is. He's with the band Kirby Crackle, which is Kirby Krackle. Just an awesome band. It's not really, well, it's not much of a band. I mean, it's him and another person, but I love the stuff. They sing a lot about comic books, video games. I'm actually going to give you a little bit of a taste of their music. Look them up on YouTube, Kirby Crackle. They have some cool videos and just really awesome music. And you can enjoy this song a little bit as I leave you with it. It's called On and On. It's basically about Wolverine. So I'll see you for the next update. Hopefully later today I'll make the update on the if I get a shipment. Otherwise, episode 39 of Cracka should be uploaded by now. Enjoy that. And again, thanks for listening. And if you like everything, hit the little like button. Subscribe if you want to check me out on Facebook. It's on there. Enjoy. Go nuts. If you're a Spider-Man fan, definitely pick this up. It is worth it. And see you later. Enjoy the song. Little dance. Tiger Rhino. Anyway. See? Smiling again. Check out Kirby Crackle. And thanks for watching. See you later.